Y'all probably like, what do investing in a hooded dryer got to do with minimizing me being tender-headed? Follow me. I got y'all. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Celeste. For all of my new subscribers, I just want to say hello. Thank you for joining me. So glad to have you a part of my community. For all my old subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in for another video. So today I'm going to talk about something you should consider before you get sister locks. And some of you may disagree with this. That's okay. But I would suggest that if you're interested in sister locks, you should consider like how tender-headed you are, because in my personal opinion, I think if you're not tender-headed, you will likely become tender-headed, and if you are already tender-headed, then it will likely get worse. That's not a reason to not get sister locks, but I do think it is something you should consider. So there are a couple of things that I want to talk about, some things that you should avoid, some things that you can do to kind of minimize that tender-headedness. I know that I've talked about this with you guys in different videos or in just different forums, and you guys have, like, a lot of you have said that having sister locks has made you more tender-headed, and I think it has to do with us having more hair on our head. So yeah, stick around for those reasons. So if you're tender-headed or you become more tender-headed, the first thing you should avoid is doing anything that pulls on your scalp when you need a retie. So I just did a video on how I stretch my sister locks. I'll link it here so you can go check it out. But basically I'm in need of a retie, and so I don't like to do braids and stuff on my hair when I first get a retie because it's too tight. But in the same token, you shouldn't do tight braids on your hair when you need a retie, because it's like pulling, and it's just like you can literally feel all the tension. Like, I was going to wait until tomorrow to and mind you, I had my hair braided for a whole day, but I was gonna wait until tomorrow to take my braids out, but I couldn't take it anymore. Like, it was just too tight. Not only are you pulling on the lock, but you're pulling on a new growth, and it's just no bueno. Okay, so number 2, get your retie on time. I know some of you say that you experience pain when you get your retightening, and I think there's been a couple times where I have experienced pain as well. Not because of anything my consultant is doing, just because, like I said, my head is changing. But obviously, if you get your reties on time, that will minimize the length of time that you have to be in the chair, and lessen the amount of pain that you have to endure. I've heard some people say they take Tylenol or Advil. I don't know if that helps, but my main suggestion would be, if you are experiencing pain with your reties, make sure you get them on time, because if you wait 8 weeks like I do, then you're in a chair forever and it takes longer. It's just no. So the third thing, this is not necessarily something you want to do, maybe you might have to avoid. If you are super tender-headed, cornrows in your hair, even though they stretch your head out, like your hair out more, they may be something you have to avoid. Like, if you go to my last video, you saw I basically did 4, but I just realized, like, I have way too much hair now. At first I was able to do 2, and then my hair got too thick for that, and I had to start doing 4. Now I'm realizing that 4 is not enough. If I want cornrows to stretch my hair out, I'm gonna have to do them smaller. And I think it's just because cornrows obviously pull on your scalp in comparison to like loose single braids. So yeah, if you're tender-headed, cornrows might be something that you have to avoid, along with tight updos. Yeah, that kind of sucks. But like, even like, this was the first time I've stretched my hair, in about like 2 months, because after I got my retightening last time, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just, you know, try to accept my hair for what it is, and I'm not going to stretch it out. But I kind of just got tired of looking at the stringy end, so I want to stretch it out now. But yeah, like 2 months ago, like I don't remember it being this much pain, but this was like dreadful. I think cornrows are okay when you're like first starting your journey, because it's like you haven't accumulated that much hair. Or if you don't avoid them, like I said, just make sure you do them smaller, but you know that if you do them smaller, it's gonna be more time consuming, so that'll just be something you have to plan for. I'm actually gonna try to do them smaller myself and see if that actually helps with minimizing the pain, and then I'll let you guys know how that goes. Okay, so another thing that you might want to do if you are tender-headed is invest in a hooded dryer. So you might be like what? Like, what do that got to do with being tender-headed? Follow me, I got a theory. I know a lot of times when we do styles like curls and braids, we'll either like braid our hair up and sleep on them, or roll our hair up and then sleep on it. Sometimes for at least a day, sometimes for multiple days. I know I can have my braids up for multiple days at a time, but if you invest in a dryer, well, hold on, let me back it up. We do have it up for multiple days, and a lot of times when you do a style like curls or braids, you might use some water to spray and set your hair, or you might use some setting lotion or mousse or something like that, and so your hair is more than likely damp, which is why you wait the long period of time so it can finish drying, and then when it's completely dry, you can take it down. However, if you're tender-headed, that would mean that you would be in pain for like multiple days. Like, I literally only had my hair braided for 24 hours, and when I tell you I felt every lock on my scalp like the whole entire day, it was a nightmare. But if I had just braided my hair and maybe sat under the dryer for an hour, that could have been eliminated. So that's why I say, if you are tender-headed but you still want to do updos, braids, and stuff like that, it might be best to sit under a dryer, because if you wet your hair and you want it to set, you can sit under the dryer and it'll take less time than it would if you had it up for multiple days. I guess it depends on how much hair you have too, because you could be sitting under a dryer for a long time, but like, I don't know, 3 hours is better than like 24 trying to sleep. Like, and come to find out, like, I couldn't sleep last night, so maybe the braids really were too tight. This is like a bonus thing. I actually haven't tried this yet. I'm going to, but if you check out my girl Rich Roots channel, I think she has a video on African threading. I'm not sure what the tension is like for African threading in terms of like in comparison to braids, but I do know that is one way to stretch your hair without having to braid it. I'll see if I can, I don't know if I can link her video here, but make sure you check the description box. I will have the video to where she last talked about it, and then I know in that video she linked to it. Yeah, so I hope that this was helpful for some of you. Please let me know in the comments below what you do to combat tender-headedness. I hate to say this, but I honestly think that like subconsciously that might be why I'm like, I don't do much to my hair. Like, truthfully, I am like lazy with my hair now, but like stretching my hair made me realize like, yo, like maybe this is why I don't do braids, because it kind of hurts, you know? So yeah, let me know your experiences in the comment section. If you have any advice for the rest of the community, please share it with them, especially for people early on in their journeys. Or if you disagree with me and you know, think maybe it's just me, that's fine too. I mean, everybody's head is different, but yeah, I still hope this was helpful. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.